Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angry Prepper. So today's video, we're going to talk about Chicago, or Illinois, rather, being in some deep shit. Now, by January 2023, guys, they're going to have some kind of crazy bail reform. Actually, they're getting rid of cash bail. So now those who commit certain crimes will be able to get out of jail within 48 hours. Now, there's a lot of things going on online. A lot of people are misrepresenting this, but it is still bad. But the misrepresentation I'm going to get into in a little bit. Now, guys, like I said, this starts in 2023. The problem with this, again, guys, is getting rid of cash bail, and now you're telling people that certain crimes are no longer able to hold people in jail, right? So, for example, obviously, like here in New York, what's going on, if you run into a store and you steal some shit, that's not detainable. That's not a detainable offense, sorry. Detainable offense does include murder. Now, some people are saying that murder is not it is. The judge, though, has to make the decision on whether or not the person's a flight risk or a danger to society when it comes to murder, kidnappings, and there was something else, another violent crime. But for the most part, burglaries, kidnappings, second-degree murder, they're not detainable unless the judge gets involved and says otherwise. Now, clearly, guys, I'm hoping that judges look at second-degree murder or murder, kidnappings, burglary, violent burglaries, if you will, or pushing robberies or violent robberies, that they look at this and go, all right, well, he absolutely attacked two people. He beat the shit out of that girl. He kicked that lady in the face. He's a danger to society. He stays in jail. But I don't know the temperament or the kind of judges they have in Illinois and or in Chicago. So who knows? But I can't see. No, I'm going to walk that back, because Democrats are about as stupid as the day is long now. And yes, guys, a lot of you are going to be like, it's not about Democrats and Republicans. It absolutely is, when the Democrats are the one destroying the country, if you will, or the city, and making problems worse. Republicans, as of right now, are not making problems better, but they're not making it worse. And when you have one party, guys, making another party's life harder than it has to be, they're the catalyst of the whole thing. Now, yes, there is a kind of division that's going on amongst the elites, the people who are in charge, but nonetheless, guys, you still got to lay blame at the Democrats' feet. So the name of this bill or act is called the Safety Act, and it goes into effect January 1st, 2023. Now, they're going to push back on this bill, guys, a lot of the Republicans and even some Democrats, because some Democrats are now going, oh, what the hell did we do? Why did we do this? So now they're looking to push back, or at the very least change a couple things in that bill. Now, listen, guys, you leave it up to me. I mean, or anybody, rape, arson, any kind of violent crime should be an automatic no, you're being locked up, that's it. But even rape, depending on what the judge says, can be detainable or not. I can't even believe that those crimes are even in question. Those should be automatic. You rape somebody, done. You're in there until your trial. You murder somebody, you burn something, you burn somebody to the ground, you attack somebody for whatever reason, you are automatically done and locked up until your trial. And then after that, whatever happens, happens. But nonetheless, guys, telling people that it's up to the judge, if the judge is a liberal prick, or he looks at this fucking guy named Tom, and then fucking Tom's lawyer's like, well, Tom's father left him when he was 3, so he developed this anger, and this anger didn't go away, and that's why he was robbing and beating up people. And the judge is going to go, because it's a liberal judge, the judge is going to go, you know what? We're going to let Tom go, because it's not Tom's fault, it's Tom's father's fault, who left 30 years ago. Again, guys, you get these liberal judges in there, they're really bad. Listen, I talked to a couple of liberals here in the city, and they are extremely bad. They seem to think that, well, we got to get to the root of the cause. You can no longer get to the root of the cause when some shit happened 400 years ago, or 500 years ago, or fucking, I don't know, 10 years ago. You can no longer get to the root of that cause. Unfortunately, guys, people have to suck it up and fucking move the fuck on. But the fact that we're playing this trauma card as the slavery trauma card in black culture today in 2022 is bullshit. And the problem is, guys, a lot of these liberal judges and lawyers are sitting there going, and politicians are going, well, it's not really his fault because of slavery. I'm like, wait, what the fuck did... Again, we do not take responsibilities for our own actions anymore. When I mean we, I'm talking about the human race, right? We no longer take action for our responsibility. We are looking for an excuse to blame somebody for some shit. Doesn't matter what the fuck it is now. Everything is like, well, you know, it wasn't his fault because his mother didn't breastfeed him. And his mother used to hit him in the head with pans because she was abusive. So that abuse and that lack of love is why he's being a savage today. Let's let him go. Sir, do you promise not to attack anybody else while you're out waiting for your trial? And fucking Tom will be like, sir, no, I won't. I will promise you I will not attack anybody. The judge is an idiot. The judge believes him. Tom goes back out. 2 days later, Tom's raping some chick. And to boot, he probably won't even get caught for that rape because the girl won't say anything. Because women, a lot of women don't speak up when they get raped. I wish they fucking would. Or at the very least, I wish they would tell like someone in their family, like a male figure in their family, so they can handle it the way it needs to be handled. But that's a different subject for another day. Now, guys, Chicago saw or had a bail reform or implemented bail reform earlier this year. And they saw crime spike immediately afterwards. So what do you think is going to happen come January 1st, 2023? Now, do I think it's going to be Purge? I think people are getting a little carried away with that Purge shit because, again, the judge still has to make a decision on the violent crimes, whether the person's detained or not. I'm hoping that the liberal judge we just spoke about a couple minutes ago is not the judge sitting in front of these kids making the decision to release them back in society. I hope not. But, guys, other than that, if that does happen, people in Chicago need to arm themselves, legally or illegally. Get what you can and get busy with that. Train with it. Go to your friend's fucking backyard in the woods somewhere and train how to use that weapon because it's going to come down to you defending yourselves. I know a lot of people, I know a lot of you are going to sit there and tell those people in Chicago should leave. Guys, not everything is about running. And now I'm starting to see that. The longer I stay in this shithole, the more I'm starting to see it's not about running. We all bitch and moan about the refugees and every other country that runs and leaves because they don't like what's going on. Oh, the shit's hard there. Oh, there's war. I'm going to leave. So now we should start doing the same. We should start leaving these shithole cities. We're running. When we could sit here and fight, and there is a fight, guys. It's going to be a hard fight, but nonetheless, there is a fight. And if everybody stands and fights and not move, we can absolutely change that balance. It might take some time. It might even feel like it's going to take forever. But nonetheless, guys, running is not the fucking answer anymore. Because what are all those people in Illinois going to do, or at least Chicago going to do? They're going to run? All of them? To where? Sorry, guys, to say, suffice it to say, sometimes you got to fucking fight. And sometimes fighting means getting dirty and ugly. That it means even dragging certain politicians out of their office. Sorry, guys. That's where the fuck we are right now. If they're not going to protect us, then we got to protect ourselves and we got to get them out of office by any means necessary. Anyway, guys, other than that, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.